Leo. Welcome. See what we have for mid-April. Mid-April. Let's see. All right. So. Oh, dude, you have to choose what you want to do, man. There's a there's a fear of really, like, what do you want to commit to, right? It doesn't have to be relationship, it could be career, anything. But one thing really, like, there's it's like a choice of, say for example, we're talking career, right? Something that really brings you joy, but not enough money, and something that brings you a lot of money, but not enough joy. So there's a conundrum there. And it could be for a relationship too. I mean, somebody who brings you joy, but you're not attracted to it, etc. But it's the fear of really committing to something, ultimately, fully, because you don't want to abandon the other. And I feel that you are put in this position on purpose. Why are you being put on purpose? Because one, you know that once you pick something or someone, you know that you stay loyal to it. And the last thing that you want is to regret going down that path. Because when you choose, it's almost like a Capricorn-ish type of approach that you're taking. Because once you pick your path, you're just gonna go until the end. You're gonna invest everything that you have, that you are, into it. You're gonna learn, study, whatever. I mean, you're all in. And that is kind of scary, because there's no coming back. But I think it's more so being able to feel comfortable with the uncomfortability. And not everything needs to be that drastic. It doesn't have to be like that. And you're starting to realize it too, because you're looking at it from a higher perspective. Why are you looking from a higher perspective? Because you dip your toes in the water, and you told yourself, okay, well, okay, and then you didn't drown, basically. So after that, you're like, okay, well, maybe I don't. It doesn't have to be like that. Maybe I don't have to just commit fully to one thing. I can experience. But the thing is, though, you want a really major change in your life. And I feel that you are now ready to kind of step out and explore, at the very least. There is that want, that ambition. But most importantly, really the drive to make things change. Sometimes that's what we need. You're ready to choose now. But the problem is how to go about doing it. How to take the first step. How to put yourself in a position where it can be like you just don't want to be vulnerable right now. And I get it. Because why would we intentionally make ourselves vulnerable? But the trade-off is we don't get to experience. So are we willing to do that also? Not jump out and explore the world out there? Because I feel like there's so much that's out there. And you know that too. Part of the reason actually why it's getting to a point where you need to make a decision now, because you see it. You feel it. But it's one of those things where, okay, let's go. But we're going without a GPS. So it's like, I don't want to get lost. That's the real fear. That's where the fear is coming. But if you don't take steps and end up, just walking, you're never going to end up anywhere else. So what to do? There needs to be a plan of action, planned approach, but also to be brutally honest with yourself. And to really say, look, I'm going to have to work my ass off. And I'm going to need to expose myself to others, other situations, other things, etc. Job application, whatever. I mean, that's going to take time, effort. You have to work hard for it. But the last thing that you need at this point is to not make a plan, not think about it, expect just to fall on your lap. You've been sitting on the same place for a very long time. It's not going to fall in your lap. Actions need to be taken. But it's not even literal actions. It's more so communicating, talking, thinking on how. Because the more you do that, the more you plan it out, that in itself is getting closer to being able to step out. But it needs to come from you, not anybody else. And you have to look at logically and look at where you are right now. That in itself is empowering too. It allows you to, if you're trying to fly out of the nest, train your wings. Even if you fall, it's not going to hurt you. It really isn't. But what's the advice? Well, that's pretty simple. What are your dreams? I feel like you have many. You can start by making small efforts towards those, because by doing so, you never know where you're going to land. If you make effort towards, let's just say you have things like 5 things that you want to do, that you would like to do, right? Shoot your shot on every single one of them. Chances are you're going to land on one of them. This is a win-win situation, because there's no risk. Although you might think there's risk here, there isn't. In fact, there's only happiness here, because it unbounds you. You're able to not really think so much about it and just go with the flow. But you do need to take action. So do it. Just do it. All right, Leo. That's what I have. If it resonated, like, share, subscribe. If you want a personal, the link's down below. Good luck.